Hi you guys. Hey, this is Nicole Rammel and I'm Senior Ruby Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I wanted to go over the Paypoints, the PV, and the ranking with Plexus. I've had a lot of questions about these Paypoints and ranking and PV. So my girls are recording me right now and they're making fun of me. So this is what I want to go over so you guys know. We created a dashboard here. My daughter drew this cute little thing. And this is in your back office. So when you go to plexusworldwide.com and you log in with your username and your password, you're going to hit your dashboard, okay? So it's this button here. And this is what comes up. This is kind of down onto the left-hand side, okay? So this is the part I want to talk about because this is going to be huge with you guys. So if you notice, you've got the points right here, and then you have points outside primary leg, and then you have your PV. In order to rank up in Plexus to get your business going, you have to have your pay points go. So that means, and this is so confusing, you guys, and I'm sorry, but you'll get it. So play this over and over again until you understand. You have, Plexus divides this up into, you have a primary leg, and so that could be like your first runner. And a runner is somebody who is working the business. Okay, so let's say that on my team I have a runner and her name is Sarah. And she goes and she signs up like 10 people. And she's my biggest leg, okay? So here we have Sarah right here. And then she has all these people that she signed up, okay? And here I am right here. So then I have Sarah. But let's say I signed up Sally, and then I signed up Susie, and then they signed up one person. This one signed up 2 people, okay? So right now, my primary leg, because she has the most, is Sarah. So all of Sarah's points, they consider your primary leg to be this leg right here, okay? So all of her points go here, along with all my other points, okay? So all the points that you get for people go into this one. Now, points outside primary leg means points outside of Sarah. So these, all of Sarah's points right here, they don't count. So it's, I've got, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, so 25 people, 25 points, okay? And we're going to go how they do points. We're going to talk about that here in a second too. So all of the people that I have signed up underneath me that are not on Sally's downline, or I'm sorry, we said Sarah. On Sarah's downline, their points go right here. So that's your points outside your primary leg. So that's why this one is always usually less than this one, because this one includes all of Sarah's and everybody else's points, okay? So everyone's total. But this one out here doesn't include Sarah's because she's my primary leg, and this is outside of my primary leg. So this is everyone else. Plexus is smart because they do this so it's not a pyramid scheme. So you can't sit back and just say, I have one person who's building this huge team and I can just sit back and do nothing and collect a paycheck. They don't do that way. You have to work. You have to get other people to go and grow their teams too, so that there's 2 legs. So in order to go gold, for example, you have to have 100 points, okay, of your primary leg. So that's everyone, 100 points total. Then your points outside of your primary leg have to be 15. So right now, I would be gold because I've got 105 points. So that's including all the people I've signed up and all of your ones Sarah signed up and Sally and Susie and whoever. Okay, so they all equal 105 points. And then now we have to cross out Sarah's leg because they're already counted up here, and it's the rest of the people, and that's the outside, and I've got 25 there. So I get to go gold. So sometimes it can happen where your primary leg let's say my primary leg only had 10 points, but my points outside my primary leg was only 10. Let's say I only had 2 people, but then Sarah had all these other people over here, and her team was my primary one. She had all these, but I only had these 2 people, and I only had 10 points. So I wouldn't rank up to gold until I got this up to 15 points. I would need one more person on my first level. Now, okay, so that is the difference between your primary leg and your points outside of your primary leg. Now, in order to find out, and this is ranking up, so with every rank you always get a bonus, okay? So for silver, when you hit silver with 3 people, you get a $100 bonus. With gold, you get, I think it's $250. To find out what you want, go on here and you push this button and a little tab will come down and it'll say silver, gold, senior gold, ruby, senior ruby, all that, and it'll show you out here how many points you need for each of those to hit. Okay, you guys, this is a numbers game. I remember them telling me this and I thought, okay, whatever, and I finally have figured out the numbers and how to add things, how to, I guess, guesstimate on when I'm going to rank and how soon I have. Now, let's go into actually how do we get these points. So, Plexus pays us on 7 levels, okay? So 7 levels. So we can go, here's us. Okay, I'm just going to say me so it's not confusing. Here's me. I get Sarah. That's my level 1. Sarah gets someone else. That's my level 2. Okay? Now I'm going to show you guys. Each level is worth points, and Plexus only pays us on 7 levels. So we could have a bazillion levels underneath that, but we only get paid on the first 7 levels. And with each rank, each level opens up that we get paid on. So I actually have an example that I'm going to show you how to do this. So your first 3 levels, meaning these 3 people, Sarah signs up Sally signs up Joe, okay, that's your 3 levels. You get 5 points for each of those. But then let's say Joe signs up Fred. Well, he's your level 4, and he's worth 4 points. So let me show you how this looks. I've got some helpers. So I get my first ambassador, and guess what? Her name is Anna. So Anna, yay, she's my first line. She's going to stand right here, okay? So she's worth 5 points to me, 5 points. Then let's say Anna gets smiley face there. So put smiley face right here. Oh, we did this wrong. Okay, so smiley face is my second line. I still get 5 points. And then Anna signs up the devil. The devil is my third line. So I get 5 points for him too. Or no, not Anna. Smiley face signs up the devil, okay? So I've got my first line, my second line, my third line, and these are still all 5 points to me. And then the devil signs up Mr. I don't know what that is. Scaredy cat, okay? So let's say Scaredy cat is my 4th line, but I only get 4 points to him. So how many points do I have right now? 5, 10, 15, and then I add 4. So I've got 19 points total right here. Does that make sense? I hope so. Thanks, Anna. Okay, so what do those points mean? We talked about the points and what they mean. They mean when you get to those certain points to hit both of these, this is when you get a rank up. How do you get those points? You sign up people. They sign up people. You get points for each one. Okay, if we kept going, then I would have my 5th level. That would be worth 3 points. So you guys, you need to know that when you have someone do a welcome pack, that first month you will not get points off welcome packs. You only get points when they don't do a welcome pack and it's 100 PV. Their orders have to be 100 PV in order to get any of these points. If their points are like 57 PV, no points. It means nothing to you. Now, when you do these points, they will come to you when their convenience order goes through. So let's say I signed up Anna in May and she ordered a welcome pack. I won't get any points for her, but I have her convenience order on, and that's why it's important to have your convenience orders on. So your dashboard should look like this. They should be green. This is what your PV. This is your annual fee. And this right here are your convenience order. If these are green, everything's good. It means go, you're good. But if any of these are red, there's an issue, okay? So a lot of times we get convenience orders that aren't turned on and they're red. And so I always check those, and then I said, okay, we need to go turn the convenience orders on. Okay, so Anna signed up in May. She did a welcome pack. I get 0 points in that. But let's say in June, her convenience order rolls through. I get 5 points. So that's when we start knowing our points, okay? So this is the points right there. Now, PV. In order to get paid on Plexus for the business, you have to have at least 100 PV. If you don't have 100 PV, they consider you not an active ambassador. Another thing, Plexus takes the first 100 PV, okay? And then they start adding your PV. So it's kind of like you pay your dues for Plexus is 100 PV, and then anything after that you get. You make, I think it's 15% off your PV up until you get to 500 PV, and then you make 25% of whatever your PV is. I always try to stay at least 500 because I want to make 25% of that. So your PV comes from any retail customers, preferred customers, and anything that you purchase. So it's always good to have a few preferred customers too, because you want to keep your PV up. And plus, you know, you're going to be making your, so when your own convenience order comes through, you have your PV on there. So it's really cool because these tabs up here, qualifications, it kind of shows you this. Sponsor information. You can go and click on sponsor information on anyone in your group and it will show your upline, okay? So mine says Catherine Brooksby, Chastity Van Otten, and you know, so forth. The order history, you click on that, it'll go through and show you the month, your order history, what it was, you know, you click on it. So it's really cool. A lot of times we're always checking, did it update, especially towards the end of our month, because we want to see if we, you know, how many points we end up getting, if we can rank up or not. So down here is just when it says, okay, the last update was today at 4:27 p.m. Now, up here, I just wanted to show you a few things that I use a lot on the back office. Reports, and I go to detailed genealogy. That's something you guys need to go and look at, okay? This is where you start counting your points. This is where you get all your customers' information, your ambassadors, well, they're all ambassadors' information. There's another thing on there you can go to find your customers too, but it's called member summary, but I always go to detailed genealogy. If there is a green line, that means they just signed up with a welcome pack and you won't get any points that month for them. If there's a blue line, that means their convenience order is on, they are at least a month old as far as a customer or an ambassador goes. So when their convenience order goes through or they add 100 PV, it will switch and you'll get them points for them. A lot of times I keep my convenience order on, but sometimes, you know, I don't need everything on that convenience order, so I'll go in and place my own personal 100 PV, and I have it on conditional, and that means that if I place a 100 PV order, my backup order does not go on. It does not go through because it's conditional, okay? If my backup order is placed under unconditional, then it means no matter what, if I have 100 PV or 3 PV, my backup order is always going to go through. Okay, so there's conditional and unconditional. Conditional is only if you don't have 100 PV. Unconditional is no matter what PV you have, it's going through. Okay, so back to detailed genealogy. If there's a white line, that means they've canceled, they've shut off their backup order, they haven't got an order. So a lot of times we'll go through and follow up with them. Hey, I noticed that you turned off your backup order. Is there a problem? What can I help you with? And you'll know those, and you'll see white lines, and it's okay. Don't get discouraged, because we will go through a lot of people. That's why we keep growing and growing our business. The next one that I deal with a lot is just training. There's really good information here. There's back office training, there's success on demand, and the rank up roadmap. The next one's library. I'll go on, or the tools, and there's the library, which has a ton of information that I use to find, like how much the products cost, things like that. The multimedia and the shareables are awesome too, because Plexus actually makes posts for us. We just have to go copy them, and we can use them. We can send them to our Facebooks. It's a ton of information, videos, everything. It's great. The next one is the shopping. The shopping cart I normally use, I just click on the one that's up above, so I don't go to that one too much. But convenience order, that's where you go to either help someone with their convenience order, to edit it, to change it, to do all that. And then your order and package tracking, you can go there to check that out. Account services, this is where you deal with all your account information. Pay portal, you have to go and get that set up, and that's where you get paid with Plexus, okay? So you can transfer money back and forth in that account. You know, go in there and get that set up. Your personal information, managing your cards that are on, like your credit cards and stuff, so you can do all that there. So I just wanted to give you guys this summary of the Paypoints, the PV, and the ranks. And you guys, one more thing about personal volume, the PV, is that every product has a number that's personal volume, how much it is, and so those products add up. So we always want to make sure that our ambassadors are ordering 100 PV. If they're not, if you have people that just want the bag of Slim, throw them under preferred until they want to add something else, okay? Because you will not make anything on them unless you have 100 PV. Okay, that is it. I hope you might have to watch this a few times to get it. If you have questions, let me know. Okay, thanks guys. Good luck.